Hey guys, today on Art of Manliness we're going to talk about resistance band training and how, if done properly, you can literally duplicate any exercise you can do at a gym and more. With resistance bands, you can do literally anything you can do in a gym. And we're not talking about a Richard Simmons sweating to the oldies workout. With these particular bands made by Lifeline USA, you can get up to 300 pounds on here. Totally portable, completely affordable, and something you can work out with anywhere. Here we're in a beautiful park setting, you work out at home, take them with you on the road, train in a hotel room, whatever it is you need to do. And they don't play havoc on your joints like weights can. If you're someone like me, was born sometime during the Kennedy administration, these have been a real blessing. I am able to duplicate almost every movement I use in my sport. I do competitive jiu-jitsu, and at my age I need to be able to have explosive power, and I need to be able to duplicate that with an exercise. Can't do that with weights. Something that's limited by gravity, you can cheat, you can provoke injury. These are much less likely to do that. With bands, there's no cheating. It's completely isolated or complete body movements, whichever way you want to do it. And we'll show you how some of those fit together later. With these Lifeline bands, you've got a situation with the cable where it's individually wrapped. It's a layering technology that they're much smoother as you use them, and they're less likely to snap on you. With these particular bands, you can switch out, as I mentioned earlier, the cables, much like dumbbells, so you can vary the resistance anytime. And it's real quick and easy to do. Many other bands are just fixed, and then you're stuck with one weight, and you really can't do much more with it. But it's something you have to work with. You have to use it to figure it out. It's something you have to play with angles, play with distance to really get the feel of bands. A lot of people give them a try, and they don't feel it right away, and they don't think it works well vis-a-vis weights. And once you get at it for a while and you really start working with it, you'll see that you can duplicate anything you want to do, even better with the stretching of the band. Because as a band stretches, it becomes more difficult. And that's where you develop explosive power. That's something you can't duplicate with dead weight. Now with resistance bands, you can train almost anywhere you have a smooth surface. But if you don't, you've got this little doodad here. This is a door attachment. Fits in any door, and you can put it high or low, change your angles of pull and push, whichever you want to do. Or you can use it on a fence. You can just weave it through a fence in a park somewhere and use it that way. And it really makes it a beautiful way to vary the exercises. Another little item that Lifeline's come up with is called this Orbiter XT. Originally designed for the men and women serving our country, where they could train out in the field. They could use this to wrap around the tire of a Humvee or a bumper and still get training in out there in the desert. If you're out in a park somewhere, you wouldn't want to wrap your bands around a tree because that's a rough surface that could cause wear and tear on them. Just put this around either at any level you want, and you got a perfect pull surface for your bands. Now a lot of folks at first pass, they'll grab the bands and you're not doing anything here. There's literally no tension. Back up a little bit to where you start to feel the resistance, and that's about 160 pounds right there. And then you've got these static holds that you can't do with weights, that are great for my sport, jiu-jitsu, where you need to pull, accelerate, and hold something. And you flip around. Again, same principle. You got nothing at the front end of the bands, but as you step out, now you've got an incline press. As you get a little bit further, tension increases. And if you want to use the bands kind of as your own spotter, if you can't get out your last rep, get a little bit closer to the focal point, it lightens up for you, and you can finish out a set. Now for legs, you're going to want to check out some things online, maybe Tony Horton's ideas for P90X, where you load everything on one leg. Single leg squats from a bench, lunges, Bulgarian split squats. But using bands, the best thing would be a closed loop band like this. This is about the heaviest closed loop band you can get. You'll need 1 or 2 of these to do band squats. Now with a band squat, you can either do it as a front squat, holding it in front of you, or around the back of your neck, like a traditional back squat using a barbell. But again, you get it under your feet like we did before with the bands, squat down, gather it, and then go deep, square it up, and explode out. Okay, so we've had a great workout, and it's up to you. You choose the set and rep schemes that you want to use, depending on whether you're looking for power or speed, or if you want to shave, tan, oil, and pose, and fight your girlfriend or wife for the mirror and do the less manly bodybuilding. It's up to you. But one thing to be sure to do before you ever use a band, make sure you check for any wear and tear on here before you use it. I've never had one snap on me, and whenever you're using more than one, the other 2 bands are going to hold it in place either way, so perfectly safe. Make sure you check out the other videos at Art of Manliness. Thanks for watching.